Come on, go to the battleship and fight Quint.
No.
Oh.
Why not?
No. I'm saving Propeller Knight for last because fuck that level.
Oh, come on! It's Quint. He comes from the future. He wants to fight. He wants to fight the Shovel Knight from the past.
Stop hitting the wrong button. There we go.
Catapult, motherfucker.
Yeah.
I live.
You have to. You have to go into that to actually activate that to get parts of your your percentage up on your file. I don't know why that is. This is the DLC. This is the added area for the Kickstarter backers. I showed this place before.
But
I didn't have enough gold to go.
Clearly
through
a
it. Now I have
discerning
enough money
patron
to
of
do
the
it.
arts.
This is a mini dungeon. It only takes like 15 minutes. It only takes like 5 minutes. But
this place is haunted. There are ghosts roaming the halls, and we're all trapped here. That includes you, lol. You're gonna do something about it, right?
Yep. So basically, this whole dungeon. So basically, this was added as a bonus for people that backed this game. The whole point of this is you have to get rid of all these ghosts, and the way you do that is you'll find these glowing orbs that when you hit them they release shockwaves, which that's how you get rid of them. You have to light up all these rooms in order to activate where the boss is.
That's needlessly complicated.
It's not as hard as it sounds, really.
Yeah.
And this is
I'm guessing this is it. I'm guessing this is the
game to
room where it has portraits of the backers.
Yeah.
Yes, if you.
I thought so.
If you gave enough money to get your face put in the game, this is where they put your picture.
Get your face put into a game.
Pretty much.
What were you gonna say, Logic?
I know it's not in this room, but in one of the rooms there actually is Egoraptor in them.
Oh, great!
Yes.
You blew my secret hiding spot. Now the ghost kills both.
Not only is Egoraptor in here, Ted XN Shadow from Brain Scratch Commentaries has his picture in here too.
Yeah. I hate this.
He points it out in their playthrough. Thank God I got the Spark thing, because I did not remember where half of these freaking hits were. God damn it. If you wanted your Mega Man 2 reference, here it is.
Alright, let's see if he goes for a cold turkey.
No, I got it this time.
There you fall down the hole anyway.
Well, I kind of have to.
Not like there's instant death spikes on the ground. If that were it, then...
Wait, take you with you.
Oh.
All you gotta do is go right and down a ladder and then right again. You'll get out of here.
The only real annoying part is, just like you'll know that if you don't have all the ghosts, if the room doesn't light up. Not to mention, like, you have to kind of go into certain spots and kind of like, I guess you could say it's kind of like with DuckTales, where if you stand in certain spots, then certain treasure chests will show up. Well, in this case, you have to make sure all the ghosts show up. So you have to go in certain spots to make them show up.
Yeah. Can the orbs ever like, is it infinite uses for the orbs, or do they run out eventually?
It's infinite.
They run out,
no, it's infinite use.
Or no, they don't run out. You can use them forever. But they, as you saw there, you can knock them off the screen. You can knock them off screen, but if you backtrack, they respawn.
Okay, so that's not so bad.
Yeah, but you can hit them as many times as you want.
Yeah, they'll never.
If
run
not,
out.
it would make the boss of this area
impossible.
Literally impossible.
The annoying part is they do hit in cardinal directions, and if you hit the ghosts avoid getting hit by them, then they don't get affected by the waves while they're like intangible like that.
This particular ghost is being a real dick. There we go.
Now you can never get those gems.
See, I'm looking over the portraits. I'm all like, which one is the one with Ted? I don't think it was in this room.
I haven't gotten to there yet. I think I do point it out.
I can't believe I saved up all my money for this.
This is also Yacht Club making fun of Kickstarter because apparently despite using Kickstarter to make this game, they really like making fun of it.
I think they're making fun of more of the fact that people use Kickstarters to make a quick buck, and they don't really follow. Most Kickstarters don't really follow through with their promises.
This was before Mighty Number 9,
Yeah.
for the record.
That's not even exclusive to Mighty Number 9, honestly.
Yeah, it's not just Mighty Number 9. A lot of people just
No,
No.
but that's the first game that most people drop.
Yeah,
that's
that's not
the first game
Yeah,
that
that's
comes to
not
most people.
like there's a,
No.
like, I think there's even card games that have that issue.
yeah, like it's not.
yeah, wasn't Cards Against Humanity a Kickstarter?
I think.
Might have been. I can't really tell you for sure.
I could be wrong. I've never actually looked it up, but that sounds like a game that would have been on Kickstarter.
I mean, it does involve dicks.
Yeah, that's why I assumed. That's why I assumed that it.
Oh,
was,
there it is.
There's Ted.
I think in the
He pointed himself out in his playthrough. I'm pointing it out too because hey, it's a popular YouTuber
And
that's not Egoraptor. I would point out Egoraptor, but I don't recognize where his portrait is.
it's somewhere in this room. I remember that much.
His face is probably he probably has the grump face.
I think he does. Yeah, he has the Game
yeah, he
Grumps
probably
face.
does.
I knew it. Of course.
You'll be able to see it. Like it's very obvious once you see it.
I think both of the Game Grumps back this. I think this was when I think this game was kickstarted back when John was still part of Game Grumps. So
When he was still popular?
John might be on here too.
I don't
Huh?
see it here.
when he was still popular and not
see.
when he was still popular and not a white nationalist.
Also, you missed
Well, he was a
the
white
hidden
nationalist
room
back then,
too.
We just didn't know about it.
Yeah, I meant when he was not discovered to be one. I mean,
Yeah, whatever. Let's not drum up controversy. Here's the actual boss.
don't have controversy.
Whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean.
Ghost Man.
But pretty much, it's the same as the other ghosts. You got the only way you can damage them is by hitting them with the light with the orbs.
That seems like a very convoluted
since there are
boss.
two orbs, yeah, since there are two orbs, if you overlap them on each other, like I'm doing here, you can do extra damage to him if you time it right.
Yeah.
It's just hard to do sometimes.
It seems like a very convoluted boss.
Eh.
It just sounds like it. It's one of those bosses where explaining it sounds more confusing than actually doing it.
Yeah.
Ah,
It's
fooled
actually
you.
it's simple. The only problem is just there are some times where if you don't time it just right, you could go a while without actually hitting them.
You know who I can compare it the best to? You remember that ghost boss you fought in Wario Land 1
No.
that you fought in Parsley Woods?
No.
Well, there goes my one good reference I could think of. I thought you played Wario Land 1 a lot.
Not a lot.
Oh,
There it goes.
that was my favorite Wario Land, so that's why I remember it the most.
Yay, we saved this random ass dungeon from a butt ghost.
we saved this museum.
We saved the museum. Now give
And
me
then
all
we-
your shovels. Thank you so much for saving me from this goat menace. How thoughtless of me, not telling you the place was haunted. That's what you get run paying for something in advance before you know the details.
And there's their last little jab at Kickstarter.
Yep.
And
giving you
you
a
can-
refund of $50 when you had to pay $5,000 to get in.
But
It's not-
though when
I
you
don't
beat the
even think it's
boss, you,
5,000.
like you pay 5,000, but when you beat that boss, it pays out 6,000, so you actually get 1,000 back.
Oh.
One of these parts, I swear to God, I'm gonna stop doing this.
We
It's
get to
like
the
it's
fi-
funny though that
Yeah,
like
it's like
you-
we get to the
that
final
you do
part.
it back
We
to,
get to
that
the
you do
final
it back
part,
to
you're still
back
doing
too.
Yeah, we get to the final part, you're still doing it.
It's funny. It's funny though that you still do it like back to back. It's like immediately after it happens, it's like you hit the same button that you do to do it in the first place. I'm like, ah.
I think it's because I hit the same button because I hit the button to reset it, and then my thumb slips and hits the button again because of the button layout, and it's just like, fuck it.
At least you have your magic maxed out now.
Yep. I still have, I think, one more life upgrade, which you don't get until you beat the last of the knights.
Yeah, that's the only one you're missing.
Oh no, it's a
Ooh.
it's a sunset. Oh, never mind.
Duh.
Hey, waste of space, eh?
I think why I did that is because I forgot exactly what side of the map I was on. So I'm like, wait a minute.
Man, that guy really likes the catapult.
I don't know who set up the catapult, and I also don't know how they made it so fucking accurate.
Sheer willpower.
That's not even accurate.
Sheer will and determination.
Actually, the catapults are supposed to hit you towards the Tower of Fate, but they are way off.
Not even close.
So now for the rest of the game, I'm going to be saving up my money for.
I like how that one. I like how that one that says
armors.
shortcut.
Yeah, the shortcut one, basic. Okay, so we got Polar Knight and Tinker Knight and Propeller
What
Knight. And I'm
time?
going to Polar Knight first because this is the easiest of these last three stages.
It's time for the buttoning.
Oh,
There is an armor upgrade that you can buy that makes you not slip on ice, but fuck it, I'm not going to use it because that would be
And then
Actually-
he'll slip. And then
actually, I
he'll slip.
think
And then he'll slip and fall into. And he'll slip and fall into a pit. It's like, should have gotten that armor, huh?
actually, what you're thinking of is the complete opposite, because there's an armor that makes it so you don't get knocked back as much, but it does make it so it's harder for you to stop. So it's technically like.
Oh, that's right. That's the one that gives you permanent ice physics in exchange for no knockback.
And I think in this case, it would make the ice physics here even worse.
I want to see a I
don't
demand
know,
to
maybe
see a
it'll
challenge run of someone using that armor to clear this stage. Someone's probably
it's very-
done
I
it.
was thinking-
Knowing this community, someone's probably already done it.
I would think that the armor would override walking on the ice since you already have the physics on in the first place.
Nope.
I think I wouldn't really know for sure, but I would imagine it's either that or they make the ice physics worse.
If it were me, I'd be like, challenge accepted.
And as you saw, you can't attack these guys from the.
You can't downstab these You can't downstab these guys because they
Vikings.
have helmets. Vikings, yeah.
Just imagine.
What are you
my
shuffling, good
curses,
sir? I'm over
helmet.
here.
Helmets, my one weakness.
Oh man, I want to fight Mario, but he has that builder outfit.
Wait, what was I?
Oh,
what
that would
was
be
I gonna say,
amazing.
though? Oh, right. Like you can kind of ignore the ice physics if you're just like constantly jumping, and then like if you don't press any direction when you're landing, because as soon as you land, like you don't keep your momentum.
Yeah, it's Mega Man style ice physics.
Yeah.
I saw you being afraid there.
Well, it's an ice level, and I've already fallen in enough pits in this playthrough as it is.
Let's go for 50.
I'm not even at 50 deaths.
Okay, fine. I lost count.
Yeah,
I lost
like
count.
it's your-
No, maybe
I lost
no,
count
maybe-
at part 1 anyway.
Maybe we can all go. Maybe we can go out for some steamed hams because we're creating the Aurora Borealis in our kitchen by this point.
Let's all go out for some frosty chocolate milkshakes.
Homer hasn't said that since season
I
1.
know. He said that.
And
He
that
did,
one time-
the last time he said it was in the Treehouse of Horror
The
episode.
Halloween special.
Yeah, that's why I said
House
tree.
of Horror episode with all the Homers.
Yeah, and then like
And
they
one of
just
them
keep
was
getting
season
more and
1
more
Homer.
distorted until it gets to the point where it's like old Homer Simpson.
Yeah.
Yeah, the latest one is just season 1 Homer again.
Yeah.
And then at one point, there's even Peter from Family Guy in one of the clones.
One of them I think is also Bender because Bender has the same head shape as Homer too.
Yeah.
Yeah, they even point that out in like the Futurama crossover in the Simpsons episode.
Man, I haven't watched that episode in a long time, and it's probably the best modern Simpsons episode ever.
It's funny. It's
There's
just
been
like,
some good.
like when
There's
it's
been some good ones. Just not a lot.
yeah, it's nowhere near as good as like the old seasons were. How they were consistently funny. There are
Yeah.
good Simpsons episodes in the new ones, but they're few and far in between compared to the older
Yeah,
ones.
and that's
a
really
lot of people
unfortunate.
Yeah, a lot of people say it peaked at season 9, which I'm kind of inclined to agree.
For me, I don't know.
There's a
like
lot of
there's
good
there's a
episodes
lot
in
there's a
season
few good ones. There's more good ones in like the later ones, but probably up to about season 14 or 15. After that, it's kind of like that's where it started faltering.
Yeah,
think it's
that
more
one
that
point,
by season
that one time where Sideshow Bob gave himself animal powers, like because why the fuck not?
Yeah, because they just went all in and made him a supervillain.
Yep.
Oh right.
And then
I
there's
gave
that
myself gills.
Treehouse of Horror episode where Bob actually does kill Bart, but then he doesn't know what to do with himself in his life. So
Yeah.
then he
It's like a midlife
resurrected.
He like has a midlife crisis.
So then he just resorts to reviving Bart only to kill him again. So that's all he has left going in his
I
life.
hate to cut you off I hate to cut you off, but right now we are using the most annoying gimmick in this game, the Rainbow Vomit Bird platform. This thing is really fucking obnoxious.
It can get very annoying, yes, especially with how they mix it up later on.
Basically because it's always moving down if you're standing on it, which means you have to be constantly jumping, and if there's a lot of enemies on the screen, that'll give you knockback, which happens in later stages, by the way.
You're gonna fall down a pit, aren't
Fuck
you?
it.
It's very
Not
easy
here,
to,
no.
honestly. Especially
this
since,
is-
like, the platform itself doesn't give you a lot of room to work with. So if something hits you when you're on either side, if you're not facing the right way and don't get knocked towards the middle, you will get fucked.
I was trying to.
Yeah, the only
I was trying to be funny.
you can
This
you
isn't
can get
a funny
around it
thing.
easily by
I'm
buying
kidding.
the armor.
I'm sorry
You
for
can't
trying.
get around it easily.
I'm sorry. I thought this was America.
Like, the only saving grace about this is that the statue in the middle can count as a wall, so these guys cannot hurt you.
Yeah. Or you could just buy the armor that negates knockback and then just ignore it altogether.
Ow! I kicked my laptop. Ow! My leg.
Well, technically, that
Okay.
armor doesn't negate knockback, it just reduces it to damn near negligible. You do get knocked back a little bit.
Which is all you
Yeah.
really need. You okay, Muji?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay.
But yeah, you could also hit the platform into the enemies, and it'll just one-hit kill them. So it's
Oh, I was expecting a bomb.
I was too, to be honest. I'm not gonna lie.
at this point, yeah, the
If you
game's
want-
just telling
if
you,
you
so
want a
like,
troll
oh,
game-
it's like no more turkeys, no more apples, occasionally bombs.
Yeah, if you want a troll game, play this game on New Game. Play this game after you beat it once. You'll unlock hard mode. Pretty much every platter is a bomb instead of a turkey or an apple.
Yeah, or like most turkeys platters are either turned into apple platters or bombs.
90% of the time, it's a bomb.
Yeah,
It's a bomb.
especially with
was
like
waiting for when you
the
referenced that.
with the boss rush at the
Dead.
end, and yeah,
Shit.
That was your own fault.
That was my bad.
That was your own fault.
like
It was.
especially with
I
the
was
bomb
hoping
rush
I
at
could
the
fish
end.
that up without getting. I was hoping he wasn't gonna dive down far enough to hit me.
He didn't.
Those
He
dragons
dived
are
down
annoying.
like the last 10 times. I doubt he'll do it again.
But what was I saying? Like the boss rush at the end, if you're doing it on New Game Plus, I can't remember, but every other platter in between bosses is a bomb. I can't remember if they
Yeah.
changed the turkeys to apples, but yeah, they
No, it's still turkeys.
yeah. So like you have to go through 2 bosses without a recovery before you get your next one.
Also, this is like the only stage in the game where the pickaxe is actually good.
Oh yeah, especially with.
I
these
want to say.
parts.
I actually want to say something too.
Yeah.
When the fish was saying "hold thy fork" or something like that, I just remember the episode where Bender tried to pretend to be Santa and be like, "Wait, stop! I'm the good Santa. I have presents at affordable prices."
Yeah.
Don't believe his lies.
Kids,
It's like,
prepare yourself.
Professor, don't you remember what we told you? No!
No.
Kids, prepare your suicide pills.
Okay, Chester, I'm prepared for you this time. I have 8,000 gold.
You're not gonna
Don't
screw me.
screw me over. Okay, this is the war horn, and this thing is absolutely goddamn worthless.
Here, have this worthless horn.
Now, to be fair, I say that as in I don't usually find a good time to use it. It's essentially a mini screen nuke. It's just a very situational screen nuke that I hardly ever use.
So
meant-
so it's the Giga Blast from next series. Okay.
Not to mention,
No,
it
the Giga
costs
Crash from
20
X-
magic too, so it's very
It costs
costly.
20 magic, and the Giga Crash from X5 and 6 at least covers the entire screen and not just a small radius around itself.
Like I said, worthless.
Oh,
Just like that.
Shit. I did not expect the knockback to be that far.
Ice physics.
I know, I didn't expect to slide that far back.
Like, the Warhorn has its uses, but it's definitely not a spammable option.
It's useful against these ladder enemies because they stand still enough for you to hit them with it.
Yeah.
But that's about it.
Quick
And
comments. Quick comments. Send in a tally of how many deaths there is at this point.
Shit.
I bet you we reached double digits at this. I bet you we reached double digits now.
I am enjoying the fact that you do have the freaking charge slash, because that just completely negates the fact that those guys have shields. It's great.
That's why I bought it.
Fish.
Okay, there we go.
You're just like slowly inching
Just
your way
use
over there
the
with
fishing
shovel.
rod. It grabs it.
You're
That
lucky
costs
the ice
money.
physics
That
did not
costs
screw you
magic.
there. You're
It's like Wonky Dick.
Hey,
It's
Mr. Wolf.
like Wonky Dick became a knight.
Walkie Dick! You bastard! I thought you were only in Crash Bandicoot.
Nevers.
What the?
Hey, I saw that exclamation mark. Why didn't I pull anything up from there?
No
You
way.
reacted too quick.
There we go.
Something's biting.
God damn it.
And
Shut
here's
up,
the
Big.
fun part. If you don't work this just
Yeah.
right, you will get hit and die.
Where's
Now, what
Where's
you're-
Pacha when
now
you
what
need
they're-
him?
Now, what they intend for you to do is to hover this platform all the way up to the ceiling and just push your way through it that way. Fuck it! I'm gonna use the anchor because it's much more reliable.
Honestly, I think the other way would be more reliable, but if this,
And then you
but
get-
you are going for the
I don't
gold.
want to risk getting.
And then you
I
get
don't
crushed.
wanna
And then you
risk
get
getting
crushed.
hit. If I get hit by that guy and get knocked back, I fall off the platform.
Honestly,
No, I was
though,
trying.
the
I was gonna
platform
say.
itself-
I was gonna say that. I was gonna say you try it, and then you get crushed by the player you're even on.
You say that, but that's actually a thing that can happen, by the way.
Yeah, no, that's why I
You
said it.
can accidentally crush yourself with that platform.
That's why I said that. Arc of
Hey.
Iron.
Yay! To get that achievement, you just have to kill 3 enemies in a row with the iron.
Wow. Wow, they really.
So, yeah,
they
it
expect you to
was
be suicidal to
specifically
get those gems.
It is. Nah, you're. I mean, there's also an achievement for getting like a lot of money,
Yeah.
but
Scrooge
not
McDuck.
worth it.
What was I gonna say though?
Wait, kind of.
But like those platform things, they're not really as
Eh,
bad here
oh.
as they are in the final levels. Because there is one point where those platforms come back.
Dead.
Shit. Mother. Stupid dragon! You're supposed to move closer to me.
So, oh,
Yeah,
I'm
that-
sorry. I didn't. I'm sorry. I didn't realize this is how you train your dragon.
No, that's how you train your dragon 3. This dragon's had enough shit.
How to
That's
train
the
how to-
tagline.
Dragon. How to Train Your Dragon 3. My pet dragon is pissed.
How to Train Your Dragon. How to Train Your Dragon 4. Fuck this.
Fuck this shit, I'm out.
How to Train Your Dragon 5. Dragon's fucking pissed. Rated.
Well, he's
Rated
if
R.
he was already pissed in if he was already pissed in 4, then the guy's already dead because the dragon's already killed him.
The Dragoning.
But ancient boogaloo.
How to Train Your Dragon 4: The Dragoning.
Dragon Age.
Dragon Age Origins, the movie.
It's just how you train
I
your
can't-
dragon.
How to Train Your Dragon Age.
Oh Jesus. How to train your dragon brain age in minutes a day.
No. Well, I'm joking about that, but now I'm curious. Where the fuck is the Dragon Age movie?
There was a Dragon Age movie?
No, I'm saying where is it? Every other video game's been turned into a movie at this point.
How to Train Your Dragon 5. Toothless is fucking pissed.
Oh, that's right. The dragon's name was Toothless. I forgot about that. Wait, wouldn't that just be Kingdom Hearts 3?
What do you mean? Kingdom Hearts 3 didn't have a dragon level.
Oh, I thought it
No,
did.
it had had
Oh,
Big
no.
Hero 6, which is like
That's what
close
I'm-
enough.
Okay, I was confused. I got my movies confused.
Yeah.
My bad.
I don't remember. I don't remember
also How to Train Your Dragon
I don't remember a
is
superhero movie having dragons.
Also, How to Train Your Dragon is DreamWorks, not Disney. My bad.
Yeah.
It just looks like a Disney-style movie to me.
Hey,
Fuck these
it's like hey,
projectiles.
it's like hey,
Yeah, that dragon
It's like
does
hey,
not
hey,
wanna go
hey,
away.
hey, guys, we don't have really good plot relevance, but look at Woody completely shitting on Xehanort.
Oh, that's definitely the best. That's definitely the best part of the entire game. Even people that don't like Kingdom Hearts like that scene. I bet you nobody loved you growing up, did they?
It's like
damn.
I like how one of the comments
Damn,
said
Woody.
Woody did more damage to Xehanort than Sora Riku in 5 games.
Jesus Christ.
Fuck. Enemies.
Okay,
Waiting
now,
for it.
Now mistakes. Okay, mistakes were made.
Waiting for it,
Mistakes were made. Let's get out of here. There we go.
and then you get knocked into spikes.
No.
No, you walk into spikes.
I will say this though, like those platform things that are supposed to cover the spikes, if you don't jump on them just right, you can very easily jump on the spikes before they get covered and die.
Yeah, that's happened to me
Then you
before.
fall in the pit. Oh.
I was also kind of expecting there to be like a fishing spot right there to just get like an Ichor fish.
Old
but
friend, day has finally come. This will be our final butt. Should we not lay down our butts and part as equals?
Part
The butt has no equals. Surely you recognize butts. Join us. You've forgotten our oath. What happened to the proud butt I knew? No more butts. The bitter cold will claim your butt.
I would say
Okay,
this
that last line actually works.
like
Okay, so this is Polar Knight. Actually, the only knight that uses a legitimately decent shovel because it's a snow shovel. Holy shit.
and I would say he's definitely the second hardest knight in this tier. Not only because he could shovel up instant death spikes.
Yes.
And he actually can defend against your defend against your downward thrust because he just pulls up the shovel.
What's bullshit is that he hurts me with the snowball,
Dead.
but if I
Yeah.
knock the snowball back, there it is.
And that's exactly why
But
I'm
if I
thinking
knock the
he's the
snowball back
second
into him,
hardest.
it doesn't hurt him. What the fuck?
Let's see.
Come on,
Let's
game.
see how long it takes for you to claim that gold.
I honestly thought you were just gonna walk right off the ledge, just like, nope, fuck this.
Shut the hell up.
Oh, good. It wasn't just me.
Like,
God
I thought it was
damn it.
gonna be something like that DBZ of Ridge is all like, where the dude gets knocked out of the building, walks back in, then walks out again, and gets knocked out again.
He won't see me coming. Oh, he's not coming.
No, he's not coming.
But yes, this is where the freaking phase locket shines. Because you really don't want to get hit by instant death spikes, obviously.
Thankfully, as far as I know, you're never completely screwed out of a platform because he's programmed to make snowfall from the ceiling to cover it up after a certain amount of time.
Yeah, but like, if you don't recognize when your invincibility is going to run out after getting hit, you can very
You could
easily be standing on
could
the
shoot
spike.
fireballs at him.
Yeah, but I'm not going to risk it in case something like that happened where he nearly cornered me again.
I would laugh so hard if you kill him and then you land in the spikes and die.
Yeah, the one time a cutscene doesn't negate death and I still die.
I think that nearly...
That would be bullshit.
I think I remember when I did a recording of a playthrough of this game, I very nearly died to freaking, whatever his name is. What's his...
Black Knight?
No, not this one. I can't remember. Polar Knight. Like, I very nearly died. I had, like, half a unit of health left, and if I did... And I ran out of magic with a face locket. And I barely managed to get in one last hit beforehand. I was like, okay, that was going to get a little close.
Okay, so we got one more. We've got one more mini boss fight on this map, and he's the most annoying of the 4 guys that you fight.
For
But
sure.
we'll fight him in the next part.
We'll see who it is later.
And I'm assuming maybe Tinker Knight?
I think I do Tinker Knight. Yeah, 'cause I'm pretty-
Which is good because he is very honestly the easiest knight, bar none, in the game.
That's great.
His level, pretty.
His level is very fun if you like Castlevania.
Oh, good. So I get knocked back and pitfalls. Great.
You know, you're not entirely wrong. We'll see that later.
Does he turn into a vampire? I want my money back.